We're taking a break from full meals today to do something a little different. We're pitting frozen fries against homemade fries. Can we make something that tastes better but is also just as cheap, if not cheaper, than frozen fries? This is Thawed Out. These are the fries that we are going to be doing today. We got regular, we got seasoned, and we have sweet potato. Once again, we're going to be trying these at the end after I make my own. So, let's thaw these recipes out. Let's start with plain regular fries. Now, it's completely optional whether or not you want to peel your potato. For me personally,
I like them skins.
so I'm keeping them on. Cut the potato lengthwise into pieces about this thick, and then cut them once more this way to get a traditional shaped fry. Next, you want to rinse the starch off of your potatoes in cold water. This washes all the nasty ickiness off of them. Once that's over, pat them dry with a paper towel. We can't have no moisture in these fries as we put them into the fryer, so I better not see any soggy boys after this pat down. Fill a pot with canola oil and let it rise to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Let your fries take a dunk in that hot tub for about 3 to 5 minutes. Take them back out of the oil and let them drain on a paper towel. And you're done. Those are your fries. Yummy. I'm kidding, of course. Raise the oil temp to 400 degrees and put those fries back in, this time for about 5-ish minutes or until they appear golden brown like this. Drain them on the paper towel one more time and immediately season with salt. Man, for such regular old fries, these look absolutely divine. Which one would you think looks more appealing to eat at a restaurant? Which one would you be more excited for? Of course. But first, we must try the freezer kind. They are perfectly fine frozen French fries. They're French fries, you know? But when it comes to the homemade, there's just something about biting into a fresh potato that was coated in oil, plus having those skins still on, actually makes the texture of these a lot better. These are the kinds of fries I might get at like a fast food place, and these are the kinds of fries I might get at like a rustic American food type place. Both of which are good for different scenarios, but if I were to vastly prefer one over the other, it would definitely be my version of the regular fries. And now for our seasoned fries. It's basically the same recipe as the normal fries up to when you take the fries out of the oil for the first time around, so we're just going to skip forward to that part. Now that you have your partially cooked fries, place them in the freezer for about an hour so that they're nice and firm for what we're about to do next. Now to make them, well, seasoned, we're gonna make a batter. In a bowl, mix together 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 tablespoons of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper, and 2 teaspoons of seasoned salt. Now pour in a cup of water, and that, ladies and gentle fries, is your aggressively seasoned batter. Take the fries out of the freezer, drench them in your batter, and lower them into your hot oil, again set to 400 degrees. Let them fry for 4 to 5 minutes or until they darken and become crispy. I love me some Rally's fries, but I gotta admit, these look like they're on a whole nother level. Wow, I think out of every fry variant I'm doing today, this one is probably going to be the most different. Don't get me wrong, I love Rally's fries. In fact, I'm gonna have some right now. And I'll take a seasoned Rally fry over really any other frozen fry any day. However, when you consider the homemade and just how beautiful that looks, I mean, how can you not choose this over this? But here's the real taste test. There's just an ever more present crunch and fresh flavor to these. Rallies, I love you, but you gotta admit, I'm taking these any day. What's nice about sweet potato fries is that there is no frying involved, so if you're afraid of oil, these are for you. Now these I'm actually going to peel the skins off of. Sweet potato fries aren't really known for showing any skin. Ooh. Cut them just like how we cut the russet potatoes and sprinkle them with about a tablespoon's worth of cornstarch. Transfer those to a baking sheet and lightly coat them with olive oil and a sprinkle of some seasoned salt. Now place them in an oven set to 400 degrees for about 9 minutes. Once they're out, flip them over and put them back in for about 8 more minutes or until, once again, they are crispy. And finally, season them with a touch more salt. That's way too much. Now when it comes to sweet potato fries, this is actually interesting. The frozen version is actually a lot brighter and colorful than the homemade versions. The homemade versions could actually be mistaken for regular fries, actually. But looks can be deceiving. Let's try the frozen kind first. I will give the frozen brand credit. It's not bad. But now for my version. Man, it really just comes down to that fresh potato. I think because it also spent a little bit more time in the oven, there is more of a crunch to all of these pieces, and I think that helps a lot. I will say it, I like both versions of this. Obviously, I'm biased towards mine ever so slightly, but you know what? If you want to have the frozen kind, this isn't really that bad. And for the moment we've all been waiting for, this was the final price of the regular fries. This was the final price of the seasoned fries. And this was the final price of the sweet potato fries. And all of these listed above were the original prices that I paid for each frozen bag. And you can do the math on how portion sizes work to see if the money is truly worth it. I don't know about you, but I think we won this French fry gauntlet in a landslide. Now, clearly, I think I enjoyed all of the frozen varieties, at least somewhat overall. So, I still think that the frozen versions are still perfectly acceptable and, in fact, still probably the definitive way to have French fries at home. However, if you have some extra time, I think that the homemade versions are more than worth it to try for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this slightly different episode of Thawed Out. If you were inspired to make any of these kinds of French fries yourself, subscribe and leave a like and hit the bell for more Thawed Out.